This is a special presentation of The Last Clue and Doggone Sports, Smith Media Team LLC Productions. So it's very rare for our two podcasts to cross over, but it seems that we have the perfect storm in a case right in the heart of Oklahoma. And I'm talking about on the campus of the University of Oklahoma.
Yeah, so this is a gut wrencher, heartbreaker. So the community of Norman, Oklahoma, and the University of Oklahoma campus are all kind of reeling and struggling with this one. And guys, we need your help. On the night of March 2nd, rugby player from the University of Oklahoma, Joe Powell, was found unconscious near Campus Corner, which is where obviously a lot of the college kids hang out. They go on weekends and set up shop, walk around, things college kids do. Joe Powell is a 23-year-old rugby player, and this area of Norman, called Campus Corner, is near the cross streets of Boyd and Classen. Police arrived and found an unconscious Joe Powell that was taken to the emergency room. I can't remember if it was by friends or if it was what happened, but Joe was taken to the emergency room, the hospital, from what was an alleged assault. They saw what were makings of an assault on Joe. The family and friends set up a GoFundMe for Joe as he lay in the hospital with brain injury.
For medical expenses.
Yes, they needed it to cover medical expenses, and he had a severe brain injury. These the GoFundMe for the medical expenses sounded like they were fully expecting Joe to pull through and go on to a road of recovery, long road, as it were. He underwent emergency brain surgery within a short amount of time of being taken to the hospital. Um, Unfortunately, Joe succumbed to his injuries 5 days later on Friday, the 7th. Very sad situation, totally unexpected. Joe was not only a rugby player for the University of Oklahoma, he was also part of the National Guard. And what seemed to be, based on everything we've read and all the research, upstanding guy, great, just an all around great person. Joe was also an organ donor, so he was taken on his honor walk after he was pronounced, and his organs were harvested for donation, where I'm sure he will save several lives. Where you guys are going to come in is we need help trying to identify the assailants on Joe. So, based on some of the comments that we've read and all of the research that I've done, there was allegedly a video posted on Instagram of this fight.
Now, this was from some type of Barstool account, if I recall. I believe what the comments were leading us toward was OU Barstool.
Yes, and they are not affiliated with the university in any way, shape, or form.
I have one question that I know the answer to, but I want to ask it because I know that our listeners are asking the same question. Approximately what time of night did this happen?
I believe it was 4 a.m., 3 or 4 a.m.
Okay.
is when he was found.
Now, I I have a lot of respect for college kids, young adults trying to make themselves better in life. But I want to tell you something that one of my coaches told me a long time ago in high school. It might have even been in junior high.
And I know what you're about to say, and I know this because I was told the same thing by my dad.
Nothing good happens after midnight. If there are any young people within the stretch of my voice, I'm telling you right now, nothing good happens after midnight.
That's a fact.
Go home, be safe, wake up to see another day. As you said earlier, wake up on the right side of the grass.
Yes. If you need to be with friends, you just can't bear spending a Friday or Saturday night without friends. Congregate in one place and stay there. Do not go out. Now, we are not victim blaming by any stretch of the imagination, but again, nothing good happens after midnight. So, this OU Barstool account posted this alleged fight, and from what I understand, it was turned over to the Norman Police Department. So,
Now that's all alleged. Am I correct
yes,
that from the commentary and the sources that we've talked to, it is alleged that that video was turned over to the Norman Police Department. I don't
yes.
believe we have confirmation from the Norman Police Department that
I have
they.
not received any confirmation from the Norman Police Department, but yes, it is alleged that that was turned over. And in this alleged video that was posted on Instagram, some of the comments were stating that um, from what they saw, it looked like a solid hit to the temple, where another comment stated that it appeared 7 people were kicking Joe in the head while he was down. Again, these are comments based on a video that we have not seen and cannot confirm that these are eyewitness accounts. So we are going based off the research that we can find. And I'm a little perturbed and worried that we have not seen any more come from this story. There have not been any arrests, and as a matter of fact, the Norman Police Department has not even ruled this a homicide at this point. It is simply a death investigation.
We have we have looked at and read everything we can find from the what I feel like are the five major news sources in central Oklahoma. I know there are some major news sources in Tulsa, which we actually found a little bit more information from one of the stations in Tulsa than we did from any of the four Oklahoma City television stations and from the Daily Oklahoman. This has been kept very quiet and very hush hush, in my opinion.
It has, and I'm not sure why. You would think that the death of a college student near campus would raise all kinds of red flags and awareness. I do know that Amaya Ward from News 4 did reach out to Joe Powell's brother, Tobias, and at this time, I have not seen any response or comment from the family or a further news report from Amaya on Joe's death or any of the investigation. So if you know anything, if you heard anything, we are asking, we are begging you to please come forward. If you have any information at all, please reach out to your local law enforcement or call the Norman Police Department at 405 321 1600. We need some justice for Joe. We need some closure for his family. And the people that allegedly did this to Joe need to answer all of the questions and be held accountable.
I have limited experience in college and a little after college of knowing rugby players, but rugby players tend to be a very tight knit band of men and women. So I am a bit surprised that this has been as quiet as it's been. I I only assume that being affiliated with a university that the rugby program is limited in what they can say or do because I'm sure they are under um, not only university restrictions but also the NCAA.
possibly. But I mean, not only are the rugby players a tight knit group, but also the National Guard.
Mhm.
So we've got all the whammies here. We've got, y'all, we have a deceased college kid here, 23 years old. A mom and dad are burying a child. Brothers and sisters are burying a sibling. This is completely unnecessary. Please, if you know anything, if you saw anything, if you've heard anything, we are begging you to please reach out to your local law enforcement or the Norman, Oklahoma Police Department. Again, that number is 405 321 1600.
According to what we've heard about the video, which the video has been pulled, if you can find it, we would love to. Um, as much as I hate to say this, we would like to see it so that we can um, determine what we think has happened. But according to what we've heard, there were at least a half a dozen people in the area when Joe was attacked. And I mean, in the immediate area
Correct.
that may have been attacking him.
And this is a very busy area.
This is a very busy area. Someone saw something. Um, if you did, and you have been threatened or you have been told to keep silent, you can contact us. We will not release your name. We are a media company and we have that right. So if you did see something, if you've heard something that the police can check out, please contact us because we are a very small knit, uh, tight family here at Smith Media Team, and we want to see justice happen however it has to happen. So please, please reach out to us and we will help.
So, again, please know that you can do this under uh, anonymity. We will keep you anonymous if you know anything, whether it be the simple fact that you saw someone in the area wearing a specific color shirt or shoes or something. Anything is better than staying quiet.
If you have any information and you do not feel comfortable going to the police department or to any of the news stations, please know that your anonymity will will stay. Your name will never be brought up. If you have any information about what happened at Campus Corner that night, please email us at info at smithmediateamllc.com. You do not have to comment on this podcast. You don't have to put your name out there. Please email us. And again, that email is info at Smith Media Team LLC.com. Someone saw something. Someone knows something. Let's bring justice for this kid.
You just might bring the last clue.
The Last Clue and Doggone Sports are productions of Smith Media Team LLC.